Hey everyone! Get ready for an incredible journey because today, we're diving deep into the mysteries of Venus. This planet is one of the most fascinating yet extreme places in our solar system. It looks bright and beautiful in the night sky, but behind that glow, Venus is hiding some of the most extreme conditions you can imagine. If you think Earth has some wild weather, wait until you hear about Venus. So, viewers, are you ready to explore this mysterious world? Venus is often called Earth's twin. But don't be fooled by that name. While it is similar in size and made of rock like Earth, that's where the similarities end. If you were to visit Venus, you wouldn't survive for even a second. Why? Because the surface of Venus is unimaginably hot, about 465 degrees C. That's hotter than any other planet in our solar system, even though Mercury is closer to the Sun. Can you imagine stepping onto a world so hot that it could melt lead? It's like standing inside an oven that never turns off. But that's not all. The atmosphere of Venus is unbelievably thick. The air pressure is about 90 times stronger than what we experience on Earth. That means standing on Venus would feel like being 900 meters underwater. And if that's not extreme enough, the clouds that surround Venus aren't made of water like on Earth. Instead, they're made of sulfuric acid. Yes, acid. These toxic clouds create a thick cover that traps heat, making Venus even hotter. It's like a runaway greenhouse effect gone completely out of control. For a long time, scientists wondered if Venus ever had oceans. Some believed that billions of years ago, Venus might have looked more like Earth, with water covering parts of its surface. But recent discoveries tell a different story. By analyzing Venus's atmosphere, scientists now believe that Venus never had liquid water. Unlike Earth, which developed oceans and supported life, Venus remained dry and barren. This discovery is a huge deal, because it helps us understand why two planets that started similarly ended up so different. But here's something that will blow your mind. Venus isn't just a dead, lifeless world. It's still changing. Scientists have found proof that Venus has active volcanoes. By studying radar images taken in the 1990s, researchers discovered that parts of Venus's surface have changed over time, likely due to volcanic activity. This means that lava is still flowing on Venus today. Imagine a planet where volcanoes are still erupting, reshaping the land, and filling the air with gases. This is one of the biggest discoveries about Venus in recent years, proving that it is far from a quiet planet. Now, why does this matter? Why should we care about volcanoes on a planet where humans can never live? Well, studying Venus helps us understand Earth better. Both planets started off in similar conditions, but Venus became an unlivable nightmare while Earth became a paradise for life. Scientists want to know why this happened. Did Venus's volcanoes release too much carbon dioxide, trapping heat and turning it into a furnace? Did the lack of water make it impossible for Venus to cool down? By answering these questions, we can learn more about what makes a planet habitable and what dangers could threaten Earth in the future. Venus also teaches us about other planets beyond our solar system. When astronomers study exoplanets, planets outside our solar system, they look at Venus as an example of what an extreme world can look like. Some exoplanets may have conditions similar to Venus, meaning they might be too hot and hostile for life. But by studying Venus, scientists can improve their search for planets that might actually support life. But here's the exciting part. Our exploration of Venus is just getting started. Even though Venus is difficult to study because of its thick clouds and harsh environment, space agencies are planning new missions to unlock its secrets. NASA is working on a mission called VERITAS, which will launch in the early 2030s. This mission will use radar to create a detailed 3D map of Venus's surface, allowing scientists to study its volcanoes, mountains, and valleys like never before. It will also analyze the planet's geology, helping us understand how Venus evolved over time. And that's not all. The European Space Agency is also sending a mission called EnVision, which will study Venus's atmosphere and look for signs of past volcanic activity. Together, these missions will give us our best ever look at Venus, helping to answer some of the biggest questions about this mysterious world. What makes these missions even more exciting is that the technology we have today is far more advanced than what was available when previous missions visited Venus. That means we'll be able to gather more data, take clearer images, and maybe even make new discoveries that change what we know about the planet. There's even a chance that we could send probes to explore Venus's atmosphere more closely. Some scientists have suggested sending floating airships or drones to Venus's upper atmosphere, where conditions are less extreme than on the surface. These robotic explorers could fly through Venus's thick clouds, measuring gases and searching for any signs of unusual chemical activity. Who knows what we might find? One of the most surprising things about Venus is that, despite its harsh conditions, scientists have actually considered the possibility of life in its atmosphere. No, we're not talking about aliens walking on the surface. Nothing could survive there. But in the clouds, where temperatures are cooler and conditions are less extreme, some scientists believe microscopic life might exist. A few years ago, researchers detected a gas called phosphine in Venus's atmosphere. On Earth, phosphine is produced by microbes and other biological processes, leading some to wonder if tiny life forms could be living in Venus's clouds. While there's no solid proof yet, it's an exciting idea that has sparked more interest in exploring Venus further. So, why does Venus matter? It's more than just a scorching hot planet. It's a key to understanding how planets evolve, how atmospheres change, and even how life might exist in extreme conditions. Venus shows us what happens when a planet goes through a runaway greenhouse effect, providing important lessons for Earth's climate future. It helps scientists study distant planets and search for life beyond our solar system. And with new missions on the horizon, we are closer than ever to uncovering its secrets. The more we learn about Venus, the more we realize how complex and fascinating our solar system is. Even though Venus is a harsh and hostile world, it continues to capture our curiosity and challenge what we know about planets. With upcoming missions and advanced technology, the next decade could be the most exciting time for Venus exploration yet. So, what do you think about Venus? Does it amaze you that a planet so close to Earth can be so different? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this space adventure, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next journey into the universe. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep looking up and stay curious.